Whatever you may think of this place, there is no question of the influence that Jinan Barun had here.
I hope when you return to the settled systems, you'll aid in showing them the true path.
Since you've been accepted, I wonder if you'll see our influence on the settled systems.
Hmm?
I'm working hard, Captain.
You need something?
You have my attention. I have never been one to shy away from shouldering my share of a heavy load. Back to it then.
Salutations.
If you do not need medical assistance, I suggest you move along.
What do you want?
You've been busy, Reverend. Of course. You've managed to piece together this case at a pace I did not anticipate. That is a credit to you as an investigator. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid? Yes. My intel says you came back with a slate in hand. I imagine the contents of which are incriminating. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may. I've been thinking about the events of the past few days, and I have some thoughts. The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the Zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp. I admit that I was presented an opportunity and took advantage of it. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Malin, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's Crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Va'ruun. I have a ward, Okim, who I've used to keep myself separated from this operation, and also serves as the perfect suspect. I'll arrange for him to conveniently disappear. While loyal, it's better for us both if he isn't available for questioning. We'll have to burn that location regardless. I imagine Tavina has likely sent her inquisitors to clear the place anyway. I trust you'll understand if I don't reveal the location of their next hideout. You disappoint me, convert. Why should I willingly confess and ensure my death? I'd much rather argue my case in front of my peers.
Argue all you want. This only ends one way.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the Zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dulkef the bearer of this information. Reverend, the floor is yours. This slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know. We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker. Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your ward, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the Guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the Captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice. It's a well-known secret that Mujin was not a popular member of House Kadik. I suspect he may have operated independently, and Elder Razma will likely deny any involvement. The Guard will move him to lockup. You can visit him if you like, so long as he cooperates. A grim reality is, it's unlikely he will be there long. Aiding the Zealots is a crime punishable by death. There are typically no exceptions. Add to that the murder of a state official and, well, he'll be lucky if his death is swift. My thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you will be well rewarded.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vithal regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve. But closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
I hear justice has been meted out against Okaru's killer. On behalf of House Turkev, thank you.
trying to keep strong, but I fear I will
As much as I did not like it, I'm just going to say.
Thank the Serpent for the safe return of our cousins. finds me worthy of redemption.
Welcome, my friend. I welcome you, fellow traveler. Have you come seeking redemption for your sins? Or has your journey brought you here for some other purpose? Nothing of the sort. I'm just an old man seeking solace in troubled times. An explorer as well as a traveler, then. I suspect you have yet to walk the path of redemption. There is no cause for shame. We must each choose the time that is right for us to make the journey. I would be happy to explain the custom, if you like. Ah, thank you, my friend. Your kindness is a gift, for it brings me happiness to speak of the path. Spread across the land are 4 way shrines. Each offers words that describe a pillar of our society. To sin against the Great Serpent demands an act of absolution. We first come here to pray for forgiveness, and then we make a journey. We travel to each of the way shrines, reading their words and contemplating their meaning. When that is done, we return here to renew our pledge of devotion to the Great Serpent. In this way, we are redeemed. Good. A mind that craves knowledge is a mind that is growing strong.
Are you sure? This could take some time.
Time must be made for that which is important. You should join your companion on the journey. Perhaps you too will learn something.
We will see. But I would not get your hopes up, old man.
No, of course not. I only wish that it be an enlightening experience for you. Here, you'll need this. It's my copy of the original Path of Redemption, written years ago by the honored Ranjik Dosa. It was he who first walked the path, guided by the Great Serpent. Begin reading it here, and follow the steps carefully. I shall await your return. I'm quite curious to know what you make of the experience.
What fate does the Great Serpent have in store for us next?
I have not seen my sister in days. Great Serpent, I pray nothing has happened to her.
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay? Yes, the idea of what they might represent has been motivating for many of the members. This is, after all, what Constellation is for. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being. Yes, that is one way of putting it. I am often surprised at how reluctant some are to agree with the idea. They sometimes seem offended I would suggest such a thing. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it. Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea. I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space. They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them. Choice had nothing to do with it, not for me. But looking back, I understand their concern. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you. Did you need something? I am always willing to carry an extra weapon. Or two. Or three. Until next time. Remote setups like this are rarely used for official, organized business. I have seen my fair share. We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part
of our family. We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.